first down. Winston. It's caught by Mike. They come up on 1st and 10. Winston now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Unable to...
Aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit him with a screen soon.
Oh, the pressure too great. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that'll wind up in touchdown passes, which was 35 from a year ago. Interceptions, Charles, still amazingly low. He'll likely finish single digits for the 2nd straight season.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, isn't it? Because during this...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Ted going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him...
Working out of the gun, Winston. He finds his target, it's Evans. And they get him down, but not...
on right and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent two.
On 3rd down, Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. Line. From the red zone now, Winston. And he's not able to get away. From the gun, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his tight end, having his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is help.
The ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 4. Now it's Wilson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Vikings games, maybe go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability.
But not enough. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. It's caught. Jones. They go play action with Wilson. Jones has it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it.
Finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Winston, under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacked there by Devan. 3rd and long for Winston. And it's going to be incomplete. He was 19, haven't they?
They think it's character building, and they think it's going to serve them well come the cauldron of the playoffs. That when you...
Tyler Lockett, the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown by a 3-7 start. Talked about Jameis earlier, but they're right near the top of the league come the offseason.
Well, it has to be defense overall because even though it looks like the run defense is...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Here's a 2nd and 7. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not 2nd and 9 now. This is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 7.
Positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later. Lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
they? When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route.
You know, Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. A great play there.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
At 18 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
As a passer, we're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball.
And I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
Let's go.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. Goal. They'll run with Barber. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And the return will be stopped. That's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. And this is caught. 2nd and 5. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the foot.
In the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And so that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Complete to Jones. It's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find Metcalf. Yeah, he is out of trying to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. As they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll try and run it.
Because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And his crew will take over at their own 40.
Physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
And he's going to get this in.
Flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up in.
You don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football.
From the gun, it's Wilson. To the goal line, but I think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Have up their sleeve. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Those guys, they've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just...
It doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth. And make...
They'll try and run here with Barber. And he's able to pick 9, buys them a new set of downs. 1st down, they go with Barber again.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find...
Maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the...
And a big loss here as he... They do, and that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. They think they're going to win those, too.
He'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete.
Give Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that could go deeper because of their defense.
He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell.
For the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. Points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here. If they get in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
That means you've done a really nice job in front of them.
They're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Now he'll pull it down.
Out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And some space here.
sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
It got his man complete. And able to rip off. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this.
Everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's able to work it. He'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. From midfield now, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of first and 10. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his leg. To throw again on second down. Wilson is complete to Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. 5. Second and 10. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big one. They'll set up to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal.
But they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a minute. You have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start you all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
It means
success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's...
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 24-yard.
On a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory, like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. First and 10. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. This will be dumped off to Barber. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. That's complete. Third down now as they try to find a late score. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in future.
Rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have.
Should lead you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now,
plus of 3. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That happened fast, and a big sack. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's going to go down again.
Let's get out of here and do something some other time, but some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to
get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. 2nd and 9 now.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain. So difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays.
15 seconds to play in the ball game. They'll look to throw here. They'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. Go for 2. Shows some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket. This one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Oh, another great move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EA. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.